Dude, now we need to get some like baller ass chairs. We're sitting in this dope ass set with some fucking folding chairs.
Dude, what kind of dope ass chairs are we gonna fit in here?
I don't know. We need some like
we need some lazy boys.
Yeah. Hello everybody, it is your hosts Michael Hodges
and Devin Anaya,
and welcome back to episode 3. That's right, 3.
3 of them. We've made 2. This is the 3rd.
And this time it'll have it's gonna have video the whole time, right?
It's gonna be crazy.
You'll be
seeing
crazy.
Our faces.
And not only are we gonna have video the entire episode, but we have 1 camera and we have 2 camera, right? So if you look at the total amount of cameras we have, that is 2. We are going to start off by talking about the movies that are coming out soon, with coming in hot. And right off the bat, I want to talk about The Smashing Machine a little bit more, just because it's coming out in, I think, a week and a half.
The 3rd, yeah.
Just about a week and a half, almost a week. I'm very excited for that. The performance from The Rock will be really interesting to see,
especially after his recent stuff.
Yeah,
like with Adam Smasher and all that.
Black Adam. That was. I didn't even see the movie. I just saw the promotion for the movie, and I didn't like it.
I didn't. It was not great. I didn't watch it, but I saw trailers and I was like, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm all right.
The hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change.
Yeah, that was
the only other shit I can remember of him recently is Red Notice with Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot, and then Jumanji. That's the most recent Rock films that come to my mind. It's just those 2.
Yeah, and Black Adam definitely came out on the back end of the DCEU when that whole franchise was dying, and they were trying to save it with Black Adam, and it was a non-successful attempt. But it's, coming off of that, Superman was phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. I saw it twice. I saw it once in theaters right when it came out, and then I saw it again in theaters, but I was able to see it in IMAX. Amazing experience. I absolutely loved it. It made me tear up multiple times. I think it is by far, for me personally, is my favorite Superman film. It feels like it encapsulates the character more than, I wouldn't say more than Christopher Reeves, but definitely the same amount in my opinion. And I loved the incorporation of Crypto, sick to see. I also loved Lois Lane.
She was great. Yeah,
great in that movie. Her whole dynamic with Clark, the whole film, is absolutely fantastic. I loved that they kind of made it so their relationship was very new, and they were still kind of in that weird kind of talking phase. And it was really cool to see, because that's not really done a lot in Superman films. I feel like they, or at least in Man of Steel and, the Snyderverse, they didn't really expand on Lois and Clark's actual relationship.
Yeah, the depth wasn't really there.
It was not there.
It was established immediately, but there was no depth or levels to it, really.
Yeah.
They showed some really cool levels,
Yeah, and I'm so excited for everything James Gunn DCU coming forward. I'm watching Peacemaker right now. That's airing as we speak. The episode 5, I believe, comes out today as we're filming this, and I'm loving it. I don't know if I like it as much as season 1 right now, but I absolutely loved season 1 of Peacemaker. Season 2 is definitely as funny. I'm really interested with where they're going with that. I'll keep it on the non-spoilery end because it's still airing, but I'm really liking where they're headed with it. I'm very excited for Lanterns with Guy. I don't know if Guy Gardner is going to be in that much, but it is supposed to be. It's Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, and it'll be like a buddy cop show inspired kind of by like Men in Black, where they're going to be Lanterns just kind of traveling the universe, being space cops.
That's dope as hell.
I'm
I didn't
really
even know
excited.
that. Damn, that's
and that's coming out in February. February 26th. I'm super hyped for that. Yeah. What are your thoughts on the kind of James Gunn DCU and where it's headed at the moment?
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I think the thing that I love the most that came out of the Superman film was like the massive wave on social media. Like, I feel like when Batman came out, everyone was all like, yeah, I'm a fucking villain. I'm darkness. I'm vengeance. I am Batman. And now Superman coming out, everyone's like, fuck, I really want to be a good person.
Yeah.
Like, that's the power that Superman has.
Exactly.
Like, he is the embodiment of humanity, which is fantastic for, like, a guy that could control everything and has the power to do so, still chooses to do good. I'm all for it.
Yeah,
it's what Superman is, what we should all aspire to be.
Exactly. There's times where I'm thinking to myself, what would Superman do? And then you should do what Superman would do.
That's just like real shit. Do what Superman would do.
Real shit.
Like legitimately just do good because it's good.
Yeah.
Everyone should do good because it's good, not because you get a reward or praise or anything.
Exactly. And I think that another thing that I'm really excited about in the DCU is they are going to be casting a new Batman. It's not going to be Robert Pattinson, and I'm happy with that because we're going to get a more fantastical and Elseworlds Batman, and we're going to get Nightwing, which I am so fucking excited about.
Huge.
I love
fan.
Nightwing. Nightwing is my favorite superhero. They did him so terribly in Titans, in my opinion. That is a terrible show. It is a character assassination of Dick Grayson. It's so bad. But I'm very excited to see what James Gunn does with Nightwing. I don't know if it's going to, I don't know like how true this is necessarily, but I've heard one of the first things that we're going to be getting that would see Nightwing is going to be a show called The Dynamic Duo, and it's going to be kind of like the comics where when Jason Todd was introduced in the comics, him and Dick Grayson were like Robin at the same time. So they're going to be doing that, and it's going to be about Dick Grayson and Jason Todd as Robin at the same time, and I would assume that the end of the show would be Jason dying and Dick becoming Nightwing, and it's going to be a prequel to the Brave and the Bold movie that is going to have Damian as the current Robin and Batman.
Yeah. If they like keep going on that train for a while, I would love to see a lot of timelines have Batman dying and then you have Nightwing take up the mantle.
And he hates it.
He absolutely hates it, and like the stress and the mental strain of being Batman like gets to him. I would love to see that on a big screen.
Yeah,
I would absolutely love
fantastic.
to see that. That would be great.
Oh, dude, I think the hardest person they're gonna have to cast might be Nightwing. That is an impossible cast.
Yeah.
I can't think of someone off the top of my head where I'm like, I want him as Nightwing. It's gonna have to be. I think for me, I want to see a no-name actor because I want to see give someone a chance that you think really does embody the character that we haven't seen yet. Because I'm scared of getting someone who's kind of prominent right now or has been in other films because it's like, oh, I don't really see him as Nightwing. He's this guy.
Yeah. Like if Tom Holland was casted as Nightwing.
I would hate that.
I would hate that too because I was like, it's Spider-Man. And also Nathan Drake. Let's not talk about that one. That was weird. But like, I would not be able to not see Spider-Man.
Yeah.
If Tom
Same thing with Timothée
casted.
Chalamet. That has been a fan cast that I've heard thrown around for like all of the Robins. I don't like it. I think if anything, he could maybe play a Tim Drake. But and one thing that I'm hoping for in the DCU, speaking of Tim Drake, I don't want them to throw Tim Drake to the sidelines. I think that Tim Drake is a Robin that you can incorporate, and I think that he would be most interesting as Red Robin. Like I kind of hate it when they just keep
just Robin and
Tim
Nightwing.
Drake as Robin and then also Damian as Robin. I think it worked a little bit better back in the day with Dick and Jason. Because there was kind of that brotherhood there. I feel like with any of the Robins that have that brotherhood connection with Damian, it's definitely Dick. Yeah. It's not really Tim.
You know something? I don't know if I would completely hate Timothée Chalamet as Damian.
I just would think of a younger actor. I would think
he is. Yeah, he like really. We would need a younger actor, but like if they play him as, if they get like an older Nightwing, and then we have an older Nightwing with like a young adult or teenage Damian, like that could maybe work with Chalamet.
That'd be I wouldn't hate it, but I think. Do you know the kid that plays Young Ashtray in Euphoria?
No, I've not watched any Euphoria.
He would play a great Damian Wayne, in my opinion. I'm blanking on the kid's name. He's also a boxer. I'm pretty sure he's a pro boxer right now.
Oh God.
Yeah. I'll look that up in a second here, but yeah, I think that if they were to incorporate Tim Drake, and I think that they should, I think that it would be really cool to see him as Red Robin, because I think when he is Red Robin, we kind of get to explore that detective side of Tim Drake, and he is definitely the Robin that is the most, he is the most detective, you know?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, I think Javon Walton would be a great Damian Wayne. I think he looks the part. He is a martial artist. He trains boxing. He's a literal professional boxer. I think he would be great in the role.
Yeah, that'd be nuts. Let's see here. Okay, October 10th, 2025, After the Hunt is coming out. It is a story of a Yale professor on the path to tenure and explores human relations. Directed by Luca Guadagnino. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. It is starring Julia Roberts, Andrew Garfield, and Ayo Edebiri. I'm sorry if I butchered that as well. Ayo is the... I don't know if she's considered star or co-star, but she's in The Bear.
Oh, okay.
She's the Sue in The Bear.
Yeah.
And fuck, I loved her. She does great in The Bear. So
I need to watch all of The Bear. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I need to sit down and watch the whole thing.
I recommend it 100%.
It's so hard for me to get through shows like that. It's so much easier for me to just pop a movie on and like just watch it. But I need to be able to get invested in shows. There's so many shows I need to watch Severance. I really need to watch Severance.
Yeah, I recommend The Bear tenfold. That show is awesome. We also have Tron Ares coming out.
Yes, nice. I've seen the trailers for that. The VFX in that look fucking
nuts.
Insane.
They look nuts.
Yeah.
They're kind of bringing it into the real world. Did you see that too?
Yeah.
I'm curious how they're going to do that. I don't think I've watched Tron Legacy since it came out, so I may need a little refresher. But yeah, I mean, shit. I loved Tron.
Yeah, I'll probably have to rewatch Legacy.
I loved Tron when it came out, so I'll probably love this too.
The film Good Boy is coming out on October 3rd on the same day as The Smashing Machine, and that is a horror film that is told from the perspective of a dog, and I am so excited for that. It's gonna pull at my heartstrings. I'm gonna get fucking real scared.
For the dog?
I'm gonna get real scared for the dog.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
And, like, here, real quick, I just want to show you the trailer, because the way that it's shot with the shallow depth of field, and at least from what I've seen in the trailers, it makes it feel so personal to the dog.
Oh, man.
I'm very, very excited for that. I really want to see that.
Dude, that must have been so hard to film.
Yeah.
Training a dog and trying to get a dog to do things.
Yeah, I mean, the people that actually have that job to train animals for film it's a crazy job.
Can you imagine being like, hey, we want to hire you to train a dog to be the star of a film?
Yeah. The star.
The star.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
our protagonist.
What's that? Oh, man. I think the only other time I've seen that, it's like a dog that gets resurrected. Every single, like, its consciousness transfers into what's that movie?
A Dog's Purpose?
Yes. That made me cry.
That made me cry
so many times.
Yeah, that's a sad one. That gets you.
But yeah, no, training... That was still multiple dogs, though. Like, there's multiple dogs that they could have trained.
Yeah.
One dog, how long is it? Probably like 90 minutes.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's insane. That is nuts.
I'm very excited for that. One that I have heard of a lot about recently is the new Frankenstein movie that's coming out, the Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein.
I think I've seen a clip of it. Is it like Young Frankenstein or whatever it is?
I've heard it's going to be told in a two-parter. It's going to be like a Young Frankenstein. It's going to be told first from the perspective of the doctor, and then from the perspective of Frankenstein.
That's cool.
So it'll be like a real half and half kind of.
Is it like a character study or a horror?
I believe kind of both.
Okay.
And I know that a lot of it was done practically. Like, it's mostly practical effects. And I'm really, really excited to see that.
How jealous we are about the budget for practical effects.
Practical effects are the coolest thing on the fucking planet. There's not too many films coming out in October. Once we hit kind of like later holiday season, that's when a lot of those Oscar kind of movies that are going to start coming out. I've heard a little bit about that new Star Wars movie starring Ryan Gosling.
What is that?
Yeah, I believe it's called Star Wars Starfighter. Yeah, Ryan Gosling is confirmed to star in a new standalone Star Wars film called Star Wars Starfighter, directed by Sean Levy. It's a previously unexplored era after The Rise of Skywalker and is scheduled for a 2027 release.
Huh. I did not know that. I'm interested. I love Star Wars.
Yeah, I like Ryan Gosling too.
I also really like Ryan Gosling. I haven't watched Barbie, but like...
I haven't either, but I've seen a lot of other Ryan Gosling films.
What is it? Beyond the Pines?
That one's great.
That's such a good movie.
The Nice Guys.
The Nice Guys? Dude,
why
do
so
people
fun.
not talk about The Nice Guys?
It's so fun.
It's so good.
It's so fun.
Dude, my favorite scene is when they get to the hotel. They go up the elevator and there's just a dude who's fucking bleeding out of his neck, and then they're just like, let's get back in the elevator. It's so good. It is fantastic. That movie's not talked about enough.
Yeah. Moving to our visual banger for this episode, I am going to talk about one of my favorite films of all time, Manchester by the Sea. And on a rewatch with my buddy Lex not too long ago, I kind of realized what makes it feel so personal, and I think it's kind of the cinematography in an aspect. Obviously, the performances and the scripts are phenomenal, but the cinematography is really able to make you feel like you are a fly on the wall in these people's lives, and it feels uncomfortable sometimes, and it feels very real and raw with these kind of shallow depth of field kind of shots, and also they're framed in ways that aren't super traditional necessarily. There's a lot of center frame kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of like a shot that's coming to my mind is our main character is a handyman or a janitor for an apartment complex, and it's a shot of him shoveling the snow, and he's almost perfect in frame. The colors from the clothes that he's wearing are almost the only colors on screen because of the white snow around, and it makes him feel so isolated and lonely. And it's really moving. The cinematography helps a lot when it comes to the feel of the film. It is fantastic. I love Manchester by the Sea. It's one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to the feature that I'm working on with Lex called The Hotline. It's an amazing film. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's amazing.
It's fantastic.
It's really sad. It's a hard watch at some points. The performances are very real. It can get uncomfortable, like I said, but it is a very, very, very moving film. For what's new to me this week, I am going to talk about coffee and cigarettes. It's kind of a weird one. It came out in 2003. It is a all black and white film that is kind of a collection of scenes between celebrities and comedians, and they're acting, and I believe some of it is improv. I don't know if all of it is improv. I don't know if all of it's scripted, but it's like these it's just a collection of scenes that aren't really connected, but it's just celebrities and musicians just having these conversations. Like one of them was Bill Murray and RZA and GZA from Wu-Tang Clan, and they're just sitting in a diner drinking coffee, and Bill Murray happens to be working there, and he's like, "Wait, you're Bill Murray?" And he's like, "Yeah, don't tell anybody." and then they just sit there and have a cup of coffee and smoke some cigarettes and talk to each other. It's just these multiple collections of scenes. It is really cool. It has some really, really interesting shots. Alfred Molina's in it, like the guy who played Doc Ock.
Yeah, love that guy.
His scene in it is fucking hilarious. It's so funny. It's so uncomfortable, and it's also just hilarious. But yeah, that is my what's new to me. It's if you haven't seen Coffee and Cigarettes, go watch it. It's a weird one, but it's very very funny.
What I'm gonna consider this what's new to me because the first time I watched it I was really young and I didn't really understand a whole lot. But I recently rewatched Real Steel.
Oh yeah, that's a banger.
Now, I'm gonna say it right. I like this movie. This movie is great. It made me cry at the end. I think it's a good movie. And now I'm going to go through all the problems that people have with it because I don't think some of it's deserved.
You don't think so? Okay.
So here's what we're going to do. First problem, predictability. It is a Rocky type film. Mm-hmm. It came out a little bit after Rocky. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, you're taking that classic kind of trope and twisting it with the robot, you know?
And there's I think having a problem with the movie because it's like another movie is just dumb.
Unless it's
a complete copy. Yeah. But like, I guess there's a lot of aspects that Real Steel and Rocky, like, are similar with. But I also think they're two different.
Yeah, they are. They're also very different.
Shameless product placement. Fair enough.
There is a lot of product placement.
There is hella fucking product placement.
In my brain, I can see the Pepsi and the Bud Light.
And the fucking Xbox 760.
I can see it in my brain right now.
Like, there is shameless product placement. Fair enough.
Not as bad as Transformers.
Not as bad as Transformers. That is
Dude, the Michael Bay Transformers movies are hilarious with product placement. Like, it's ridiculous. Dude. It's shameless. They don't give a fuck.
That is actually, like, that's shameless product placement. Yeah. Villains and side characters are weak. Yes, I would agree. But I also don't think that the story of Real Steel is really focused on villains. I think it's a father-son rebonding story, and they rebond through the common interest in robot fighting.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is. I don't think you need a very strong villain for a film that's rebonding two people. But sure. Corniness, yes, 100%. 100% it's corny. Like, yeah.
It is a little corny, but I think that isn't a... Sometimes I don't feel like that's a dock to a movie. Like, I love the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films. I love all three of them. They're corny as fuck.
Hell yeah.
They're corny as shit. I love them.
They're great.
They're my childhood.
They're classic.
I love them. They also, not only are they corny, but they have a well-written story. They explore the character of Peter Parker well. Like, Spider-Man 2 is genuinely a masterpiece.
Yes.
It is also corny. Something can be a masterpiece and also be silly and corny. I don't feel like they have to be exclusive to one another.
I think there's the ability.
Yeah.
It is corny. Yes, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Suspension of disbelief. Critical points missing out on logic. Why would society abandon human boxing? Again, if you're looking for realism in a movie, dumb.
Yeah, I feel that.
Do not. I understand that there are movies out there that require you to think. And a lot of those movies are really, really, really good. But also, I think a movie can be good when it doesn't require you to think. Like, I'm okay with watching a movie and being able to turn my brain off and thoroughly enjoy. Like, yeah. I don't think you need to think real hard to enjoy a movie.
I think that the times that becomes the biggest problem is like if there is a franchise or series where it's established in the first or second movie, for example, that it's going to be a thinking man's movie, or like it's in action, like it's complex, right? Or not even necessarily complex because anybody can watch a film. It's not like a pretentious thing where you have to have over 200 IQ to understand this film.
Yeah,
it's just the layers that the filmmaker was putting into is much more than the other film, for example.
And also rewatchability is totally a thing.
Exactly.
Like, even if you don't get the full picture on the first one, you can just rewatch the movie again.
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
Yeah. So if you have a franchise where you set up the first two films with a certain level of complexity and like the sequel after loses that level of complexity and turns it into a movie where they expect the audience to turn their brain off, that's when you lose people. That's when you lose your audience. If you set up your franchise as this is just going to be dumb fun, turn your brain off, we're just going to have a blast, like Terrifier or something like that, you're going to build your cult fan base. If you have a dramatic shift in complexity in your films, in like a franchise or a series, you're going to lose so much of your audience.
Yeah. And to be fair, they do this in Real Steel with Hugh Jackman's character. Because in the beginning, he's a total dirtbag. Like, he quite literally sells his son.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. Yeah. Holy shit. Like, selling your son for $100,000 to then going from, oh, I love my son. Whoa.
Yeah, that's a big shift.
That is a massive shift to have in 90 minutes. And I do think it's a big problem in the film. Like, Hugh Jackman goes through way too big of a character shift. They either needed to have him not bond with his son as much or not start off at selling my son.
Yeah, that is a very dramatic change.
Huge change, way too... I will say that is a problem. And then the last one is the Disney-fied tone, which I guess people did not fuck with the family-friendly tone of the whole film.
I feel like it's a summer blockbuster. It's a family blockbuster in my opinion. I feel like it's meant to be watched with, your whole family's gonna go watch a movie with your little brother, like, you know what I'm saying, or your little sister. It's a kind of, you can all watch it. You can all watch it around the TV on the couch at home. I feel like that's not really that shouldn't be a real concern.
But I mean, I understand there are real problems with the film. Hugh Jackman's character, especially, like, I will agree that he goes through a way too big of a shift in the film. But also, like, I'm able to just cut out all of that noise and just looking at it through, just focusing on Hugh Jackman and the actor who plays his son just grow. That relationship, it gets to me.
Yeah,
it gets to me. Especially at the end when they're fighting Zeus, like, and the son is just watching his dad do what he loves, and they're bonded by it. Like, it's just great. It's fantastic. I cried. I'd be crying.
Real Steel is a good movie. It's a good movie, man. It's a good movie. I want to bring it back just a little bit to the DCU stuff. Batman and Superman should admire each other. I'm very done with the Batman versus Superman kind of trope.
The way the Injustice storyline has completely destroyed the two characters.
Yeah, and we have and like Batman v Superman from Snyder. I hated that movie.
That movie, I
don't even want to get into it. That we could rant about that for an hour.
Let's just
we gotta close that can.
Let's close. Let's not even open that.
But yes, I'm very excited to see in the DCU the dynamic between Bruce and Clark and how they do admire each other. I want to see that, and I think that they both should have a mutual respect for each other off of the bat. I feel like before I don't even really agree with the sense of like, oh, Batman would be, at first he'd be like, about Superman, and then he would have to really check him out. I feel like off the bat he can see what Superman is doing is good, and he's not. Batman's not an idiot. He's the smartest man on the planet.
Yeah, no, big time. Yeah, him being, oh, dude, the fucking line where it's like, what is it? In Batman v Superman, the line is, if there's a 1% chance that Superman is a threat, we gotta take that as an absolute possibility.
That's Batman.
That's not how that works.
No.
First of all, math is wrong.
Yeah.
Second of all, no. All Superman does is just good. He does good stuff. He protects people.
So, something I read that really stuck with me was Superman is not a cop. Superman's a firefighter. Superman is a firefighter of all superheroes. I think that something that I love so much about the Superman film that just came out from James Gunn was how much that you see Superman saving people. He saves people in the movie. Like, there were so many opportunities in the Snyderverse where he has the ability to be saving people and then he doesn't. And Clark would never do that. He just would never do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, I'm very excited where the DCU is going.
Yes, I think it has great potential. I also like how they brought back dorky Superman. I love dorky Superman too.
Yes, man. Yes, he's a Midwestern. He grew up on a farm. He should say like, "Oh golly" and "gosh" and shit like that.
What the hey? I love that, dude.
What the hey, dude?
Yes, dude. Yes.
David Cornsweet is amazing as Superman. I'm so excited to see him in all of the films to come. Like, they already confirmed that they're doing Man of Tomorrow in 2027.
Yeah.
I'm beyond excited for that, and it's going to hype it. It's confirmed to be a film where Lex and Superman are going to kind of have to work together against a bigger threat, probably Brainiac. And I'm pretty excited.
I think the only thing recent I remember with Brainiac is big bad guy is the Injustice games, and
he's not great in that.
He's not great in that. He's kind of. I don't even know.
Shallow. I think the thing with Injustice is they took an okay concept and they executed it terribly. I'm not a big Injustice guy. I heard that they are making Injustice 3, and I'm not big on that.
How much are they gonna milk that cow?
The thing is, it's not that I don't want a DC fighting game, with even similar gameplay. I wouldn't hate that. The problem is the story. Give me a fresh story within the DC universe for a new fighting game.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, the fact that the that the Suicide Squad game is canon in the Arkham Batman universe.
Oh,
I hate
man.
that.
Yeah.
That was terrible. Not canon in my mind.
Yeah, no.
I will never convince you of that.
No, I don't like that at all. And did they confirm? I don't even know. Is Gotham Knights canon to the Arkhamverse?
I don't think so. Maybe, but like it wouldn't make sense. I don't even know.
Yeah,
I just know. I just know that Suicide Squad is canon in the Arkham Knight games, and I fucking no.
Yeah, not a big fan of the story for that game. Just talking about some stuff that we're working on. We have a short film that we have written that will be coming to you soon, and we're hopefully shooting that within the next couple of weeks. We're not 100% sure on a title for that yet, so I'll keep that undisclosed. But a conversation that will be coming out very, very soon. That should be coming out around or just after the end of September. So by the time you're watching this episode, it will probably already be out. And here's the link. So please go check out A Conversation. We've got a lot of stuff in the works coming. We've got multiple horror short films that we're writing. We've got lots of big stuff coming. We're going to keep making episodes of this. Dev, you want anything you want to plug?
No, not really, man. Kenset is playing soon.
Go
Be sure
check
to
out
check them
Kenset.
out. They're awesome.
You know, they're probably. I did some footage for them not too long ago. That was fun. They're great guys over there. You know, check them out. Check us out. Keep an eye out.
And have a good night.
See you guys later. There we go.
I need a good pouch.
Oh, dude, it's hot as shit in here.
It's hot as fuck, man.
All right.